Today we are doing another big box store midweek run. So I have been seeing so many people finding rare plants like Pink Princess, White Knight. So we are going to go check it out and see if we can find anything good. We are starting out at Lowe's to see what they have, and when I first walked in, I saw this clearance rack, saw a neon pothos, a micans. I'm not really sure how the pricing on their clearance plants works, but if you are looking for a micans, that might be a good deal. They had some other random plants and a ficus Audrey that was dying. I honestly would have bought it for the pot. Like this guy, I thought this pot was so cute. It's $13.98. They had a different terracotta look, and I thought it was so cute, full and bushy, that enjoy pothos. So they had a bunch of different varieties of plants in this trending tropical area, and they had a ton of little air plants as well, if you can see there. But I did find a brandy if anybody's interested in getting one. I am not. Looked a little sad. They had two, but it's there if you want to check it out. I always love Marantas. These are great, easy to care for plants in the Marantaceae family, not overall, but I didn't see much else. Everything else was pretty standard. They had a really large alocasia, some sad looking Monstera deliciosa, but I wanted to go back and check out this little $5.98 area because I have seen people finding fuzzy petioles and philodendron gloriosums in this section. I got really excited because they had a ton of heartleaf philodendron, but I did not see any fuzzy petioles or gloriosums. I know someone in North Carolina found one, California, so I really think it's sporadic and depends on what area you are in. Now, I actually visited a new box store this week. This is actually in Texarkana, Texas, so it was very full, had a ton of great plants, nothing that I was too interested in, but they did have a wide variety of really great looking plants, Scindapsus, pothos. I enjoy pothos. And then I always think these peperomias, I think they are fun and interesting to look at. They kind of weird me out, but they are an interesting color. I've seen a bunch of people collecting these lipstick plants. I personally am not interested in them, but they're there, and this really big begonia. I kept walking back to this $5.98 area because it was so full and lush, and I went back and looked to see if I could find any heartleafs that had a little bit of variegation, but I did not see anything. So we're at Home Depot, and I didn't see anything outside, but I came inside to look at their trending tropics area, and of course I see kind of basically the same things I see everywhere. Alocasia, Calathea, they had a ficus, I think it's called Benjamin, and then some other random plants. However, I did find this really awesome Cebu blue, or I don't know if this is a Baltic blue, honestly, pothos on a trellis, not a trellis, it's a moss pole, cocoa coir pole, which I thought it was really great. It was already climbing up, and they had a couple of them. And then, of course, they had their Tenanthe burley marks and their Syngonium, which are really beautiful in these full baskets. Also found some Hoya and other Swiss cheese plants, which again, if you saw my video, I've kind of said hasta la vista to. And then I saw this really huge Scindapsus that was labeled as a marble queen pothos, whatever, $16.98. That's a really good price. I did not get it, But under here, I saw this plant. I thought it was an umbellata, but after further investigation, it is an alocasia of some sort, mystic or something like that, mythic calathea or alocasia. It was just a very interesting leaf. I thought it was cool. And again, more of those sabo blue or Baltic blue pothos on a coca coir pole. They were $28, I believe. Yeah, $29.98. And that was really it for Home Depot. I thought that was a fun find, but nothing else. Everyone else is finding such good things. So I popped over to Walmart. This is their outdoor section. They had a ton of succulents and cacti, aloe, these fun little hanging baskets, these huge flapjacks, which I thought were really fun. Oops, about the camera. Yeah, actually, I don't know if that's flapjack. The flapjack is above it. My bad. But these guys, I think, were like $6. Yep, $6.96. So a lot of different succulents to choose from. And their outdoor section for flowers was really pretty. They always have a pretty good selection of outdoor gardening items, at least in my area, Walmart. Again, this is Texarkana, but they had some really great little flowers and whatnot. But I did come over to this section because I saw a bunch of birds of paradise. So if you're looking for a birds of paradise, go to your local Walmart and grab one of these because they were only $6, $5.84. That's a pretty good deal for a birds of paradise, at least in my experience. I haven't owned one in a couple years, but I know I paid way more for mine than that. They had some peace lilies and palms and random succulents on their clearance section. The other stores didn't even have a clearance section, so I don't know if somebody bought it out or if it was just in a different area, but Walmart did, and a ton of ferns, let me tell you. But I also love Walmart for their pottery. They actually have really good terracotta pots. They have the basics, like the standard pots that you see right there. But they usually have some really fun planters and cover pots, but nothing interesting today. This is their indoor gardening section. Now, it is just a bunch of pothos, snake plants, and random other little plants that you see everywhere. I don't know where people are finding their pink princesses, their white knights, again, the gloriosums. They need to let me in on the secrets because there are none in my area. I did find this staghorn fern, which I love staghorn ferns. I think that they're a very pretty plant, easy to care for, and it was a great looking plant, but nothing else. Everything else, again, was just what you see normally. I was really hoping to find something different, unique, uncommon, whatever, but I did not find it today. Just a bunch of large peace lilies, palms, ficus, pothos. They did have this Tradescantia, which they are pretty plants. I have never owned one personally, but it was a pretty full basket of them. I did go back to their $5 plant section, and I actually have never seen a snake plant like this in a little $5 pot like that, but it was kind of a fun find. A lot of syngonium and normal stuff, and a lot of dead plants. So let me know if you have found anything good at your big box store. I am still searching. I am going to go check out some more box stores to see if I can find anything, but all I find really are dead plants and the plants that I already have, or just the plants that you see everywhere and are not very uncommon. So thank you for joining me on this big box store midweek run. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can see more, and we'll see you next time.